Welcome to Craft Niche Analyzer, a new powerful desktop software for uncovering hidden profitable niches from 14 major online crafting networks. The world of crafting is becoming a booming market in e-commerce, providing you with an endless amount of data for uncovering hidden profitable niche markets. With Craft Niche Analyzer, you can quickly generate thousands of niche market keywords from 9 popular crafting e-commerce platforms: the Etsy Marketplace, Amazon, eBay, Redbubble, Bonanza, Cafe Press, Uncommon Goods, Handmade Artists, and Spreadshirt. There is no other software available that extracts niche keywords from all of these specific crafting platforms in one single tool. It's as easy as entering your main seed keyword, select from 9 popular crafting platforms, select your search range, and click Go. Optionally, you can import keyword search volume, cost per click, and keyword competition from free resources. Don't know where to start? Or need top trending fresh ideas before your competitors find them? Well, no problem. I integrated 4 additional niche generators providing new, fresh, hot, trending ideas with just a single click. Yes, I know, that sounds so cliche, but let me show you. With just one click, get the latest trending searches in real time directly from the Etsy internal data system. To make this feature work, I had to invent my own secret code that pulls this data from the Etsy website, and I've found no other tool online that extracts this data. So you're just minutes away from getting access to always having the latest hot trending searches, allowing you to stay ahead of your competition. In the world of crafting or print-on-demand products, or any product ideas for that matter, it is crucial you stay ahead of the competition and be first to market with the latest trending topics. You also get access to trending searches and top popular searches from the extremely popular Redbubble network. On top of that, you also get the latest Google trending searches to help discover major top trending topics that you can strategically combine with the other trending keywords. Not sure what certain niche keywords mean? No problem. Use the quick links to get the information you need fast. As you can see, finding top trending niches is very simple and super fast using the Craft Niche Analyzer. But let's take it one step further and analyze those niche ideas to quickly determine how saturated the market is. Simply send your niche keywords over to the Niche Analyzer tool and instantly get full niche search analysis for each and every keyword in Etsy. Here's how it works. The Niche Analyzer extracts data from the Etsy search results, providing you with valuable profitability indicators. You can instantly see the total results found in Etsy for each keyword, the total products analyzed, the total reviews across all products found. You could even get the total number of products that are currently in people's basket for every keyword. I mean, that data alone is priceless. This gives you an instant indication of how well a given niche market is doing on Etsy in real time. Plus, you can get the total best sellers found, as well as the total number of unique stores that are selling these products. Not only that, you can instantly get the average reviews per product, the average number of in-baskets, the average rating, price, and even the percent bestsellers found amongst the results. Stop trying to guess which niches are successful and let the data guide you to the truth. Imagine knowing if a niche market will be successful before spending thousands and wasting days on product creation, building out sales funnels, and paying for advertising for products that completely fail. Without having your own split testing sales data, this is the next best way to get true proven niche analysis without wasting thousands on lost profits. But it doesn't stop there. As an extra bonus, I also integrated another powerful feature in the Niche Analyzer tool. You can also extract the total found results for every given niche keyword from 10 additional crafting websites: the Amazon handmade section, the eBay handcrafted and finished pieces section, Redbubble, Zazzle, Society6, Spreadshirt, Folksy, Artfire, Zibbit, and Uncommon Goods. So now you can easily see how many products are being sold on 11 different crafting e-commerce platforms for any given niche keyword, which basically reveals the true niche demand across all those platforms. Plus, you can even import your own keywords to analyze. You won't find another tool online that provides this type of data analysis across all of these platforms. During our special discount, you have the chance to get instant access to this unique and powerful craft niche analyzer software for a one-time low price. And that's before we switch over to a monthly payment option. In addition, we have included the commercial license as well as the outsource license, allowing you to sell research reports for 100% of the income, as well as install the software on up to 10 computers for you and your team. You can try Craft Niche Analyzer for a full 30 days risk-free. If you have any worries at all or any concerns, just let us know and we'll give you back your money with no hassles whatsoever. It has never been easier to uncover top profitable niche markets before your competitors find out by using the new Craft Niche Analyzer software. Thanks for your kind interest in my software, and we'll see you on the download page. In this video, I'm going to show you how to download and install the Craft Niche Analyzer on your computer. Now I'm going to show you how to do this on a computer that's running a Windows operating system. I'm using Windows 10, but this will work on other Windows versions as well. Now please note this software doesn't actually work on other operating systems other than Windows and a Mac. So I'll show you the Mac install in another video, but in this one I'll focus on Windows. But it won't work on, say, an iPad or like an Android device, because those devices are using a different operating system than Windows. They're using an Android operating system or the iOS operating system. So this won't work like on your smartphone or like your iPad or mobile device or something like that, but it will work on your desktop computer or your laptop. So let's go ahead and show how to do that. Once you've got access to the software, you'll be presented with a download page that looks like this that we're looking at right now. And what you have to do is first enter in your email address that you used when you purchased the software. Now once you do that, you go ahead and click Get Download Links. And when you do that, just underneath you'll see the download links appear with these big green buttons. One is for Windows and one is for Macintosh. I'll show the Macintosh in another video. In this one, let's do the Windows download. So all we have to do is click Download here. Now I'm using a Chrome web browser. You can use any other web browser like Firefox or the Microsoft Edge browser or another one if you'd like. So go ahead and click Download. Then you want to download it to your computer. So usually when I download, I just download in my Downloads folder here. Of course, you can download to your desktop or you can go ahead and select another folder on your computer. I'm just going to stick with the Downloads folder here and just click Download. Click Save. And it'll download the zip file. So here it is right here. And now we can click this. Now sometimes when you download using the Chrome web browser, you might see a warning here. Sometimes Chrome does this where it says this file may harm your computer or something like that, but you don't have to worry about that because the software, I developed it from scratch and I know for a fact that it will never ever harm your computer in any possible way, or else I'd be out of business. So they're just friendly warnings by the Chrome web browser, and what you'll always have this little button here. So you click that button and there'll be something in here that says keep file anyways. Like it might have like a little red X or something like that, or a warning and saying, oh, this might be a bad file. I've never recognized the file or something like that. But don't worry. Just select keep it and you'll be fine. And then it'll allow you to download. Now, if you can't get past that, you can just use Firefox or some other web browser to download it. So once we got that, go ahead and I'm going to click show in folder. And we can see that I put it in my downloads folder. And again, if you don't like it in your download folder, you can always just put it on your desktop. That's pretty easy to find there. So next what we want to do is we have to get the setup file. So the file that we just downloaded is technically called a zip file. It's a compressed file, which means the setup file is inside of this one, but it's compressed. It's just an easier way to sort of provide this file through the internet. When you're just providing the setup file, sometimes you get all sorts of warnings and all other things. So I always put them in a zip file. This makes it more convenient and easier to get my software out to everyone. So what we have to do now is we have to extract it from this file. This is where a lot of people sort of get a little bit confused. And don't worry, I get it confused too sometimes when I'm downloading and installing software. So let's just try to do it the easy way here. So what you want to do is most people will actually just go ahead and just double click this right away, and you'll go right inside and you'll see the exe file, and they'll try to double click this file. Unfortunately, you cannot run an exe file inside of a zip file. Windows shows some warnings and some weird thing happen and it won't let you. So what you want to do first is we want to extract this out of there. And there's so many ways to do it. I'm going to show you a bunch of ways just so that you have one way that you would like to use. So what we can do is in Windows 10, there's a bunch of ways. So we can right click and we can select, where is it now? Extract all right here. If I select extract all, it says, okay, where do I want to extract it? This is, I want to extract it in the downloads folder, and they're going to create a new folder and extract it and put it inside of that new folder. So you can do that, or you can browse and extract it wherever you want. So I'll say extract. And you see it created a folder with the same name as a zip file. Now if we double click inside there, now we have access to the exe file. Now we can extract, or now we can install. But just before I do that, I want to show you another way to do it. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to delete that folder, right click and delete. Another way to do it is on the left hand side here in the Explorer window. You can just select this, right? And you can see what's inside over here. Now what you can do is you can just left click and drag this to one directory up. And now if we click in here, Windows took it out of there and put it in that directory. You can also drag it to any other directory, or you can drag it directly to your desktop. So if I just move things out of the way, and if I click inside here, I can just drag this right onto my desktop. It just takes a second. And it's right here. Sorry, I had my icons hiding, but there it is on my desktop. All right. So after you get it extracted, now there's actually another way. Might as well show you a third way. You can right click and you can select 7-zip. 7-zip is a free software that I use to extract zip files and zip files myself. I love 7-zip and it's free, and you can get 7-zip at 7-zip.org, and you can download it right here, and it's just for Windows. So once we've done that, now what we want to do is install the software. So the best way to install the software for the first time is right click this and select Run as Administrator. Now if you do not see Run as Administrator, don't worry about it. Just double click this with the left mouse button. But I'm going to right click and I'm going to select this because I can see Run as Administrator. And now you'll first see this warning. I know some people get a little bit worried when they see this, but don't worry. Windows puts this into your operating system just to make sure you're protected from suspicious stuff out there. But like I mentioned before, I develop all my own software. I don't have any programmers. I do it myself. And I know there are no issues with my software at all. I can even show you the source code. I do not even know how to create a virus. So it just doesn't make sense for me to do something like that in my business. So you don't have to worry about my software ever hurting your computer. It simply will not. So all you have to do is when you see this, just click on More Info, and then you'll see this little button that says Run Anyway. So click that, and it'll run. And then we want to select accept agreement and then click next. And it'll ask you to do a desktop. I already have it installed on my computer, so it doesn't ask you again, but you can select that if you want to have a desktop icon. And then we can launch it. Now, when you first open the software, it's going to ask you to put in the email you used to purchase the software. So again, you have to put your email in there and click register, and you're ready to go. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install the Craft Niche Analyzer on your Mac computer running your Mac OS X. Please note that this software will not work on, let's say, an iPhone or like an iPad that's running an iOS operating system. iOS and the Mac OS X are different operating systems. So this will only work on a Mac computer like an iMac or like a Mac Pro laptop, but not the iPads or like iPhones and things like that. So just want to clarify that first before we get going. And once you download or once you purchase the software, you'll be presented with this page you're looking at here. And it's located at craftnicheanalyzer.com/download.php. And so if we go down here, what you want to do is enter in the email that you use to purchase the software and click Get Download Links. And once you do that, you'll be presented with these two download buttons here. There'll be one for Windows and one for Mac. So let's concentrate on the one with Mac. And all you have to do is just select, just click the download, and you'll see it download in our browser here. I'm using the Chrome browser, and you'll see down at the bottom. Now, as I mentioned in the other install video, sometimes in Microsoft Chrome, sorry, not Microsoft Chrome, Google Chrome browser, you might see a little warning here saying the file may be dangerous or something like that. You don't have to worry about my software being dangerous. It will never, ever harm your computer in any possible way. I personally make all my software from scratch, so I know there's nothing wrong with it. If you come here, you'll always see there'll be a little button to the right. If you just hover over top, you click that, and you'll have an option here saying keep file anyways. Now, I haven't seen this error for a long time. Maybe they've removed it out of the Google Chrome web browser, but if you do have an older version or Google seems to put it back or whatever, if you see that, just click keep file anyways, and so it'll allow the browser to download it. Now, if Google Chrome will not allow it to download, you can always just use the Safari web browser, which will work just fine. Or maybe Firefox or some other web browser. But it downloaded just fine. So now I can click here and go show in Finder. And it just downloaded it to my downloads folder. And what I love about a Mac is the fact that getting the install file out of the zip file is so simple. It's a little easier than Windows. All you have to do is just double click it. You double click it and boom, it extracts out the install file. Now the install file is a disk image file. Okay, so to install a disk image file, this is how you do it. You have to first double click this DMG file, and what it will do, it will open up that window. Let me just get rid of some stuff here. It'll open up this window, and it'll also put this hard drive on your desktop. So what you need to do, and this is pretty important, a lot of people sort of skip this step a little bit. What you have to do is you have to left click this icon right here, and then you have to hold down your mouse and you have to drag it over to this folder and let go. I know that sounds pretty trivial, but many people make the mistake of just simply double clicking this inside this disk image window and try to open the software from inside of a compressed disk image. Well, you can't do that, and the Mac computer will show a bunch of warnings and things like that, and it just won't work. So what you have to do is you have to drag it into here, or you can drag it in. You can physically drag it into your folder if you want. That's another way of doing it, actually. If you bring up your Finder window, if it's going to bring it up for me here, let me see. New Finder window. There it is. You can always go to your applications, and then you can just drag that icon into the applications. It's already in there, so I'm just going to click stop, but we've already installed it. And now it's installed on the computer. Now what we can do is we can right click this and eject. Now that's kind of gone. And so now I'm going to go down to my applications. Okay, let's go to application folder and open up the software. Now the first time you open up the software, you're going to get this little warning here. But again, you don't have to worry about this. Let me show you how to get past this. It says it can't be opened because the developer cannot be verified, but that's totally fine. Just click cancel. So what we need to do here is you want to go up to the little apple in the very top left-hand corner of your Macintosh. Click that and go System Preferences. And in System Preferences, you'll see Privacy, Security, and Privacy. Click that. Now, if you don't see this here, click this little button up here and it'll give you all the icons, and then you click Security, and you're going to see this here, Allow Apps Downloaded From. It says Craft Niche Analyzer.app was blocked. Don't worry about that. Just go Open anyways. And this will come here, and it will and just click Open again. And the Craft Niche Analyzer will open. And when you first open the software, you'll have to enter in the email that you used to purchase the software. So when you purchased it, you used a specific email. Use that same email. And then click Register. And then the software will open up and you'll have access to all the features. And that's how you download and install the Craft Niche Analyzer on your Mac computer. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. In this video, we're going to talk about the niche generator tool inside of the Craft Niche Analyzer software. So all you got to do is you click on the niche generator tab at the very top here, and you basically enter in your main seed keyword you want to search, and then you select where you want to get all of the niche keywords from. So let me just quickly explain kind of how this data is extracted. So they're extracted from the auto suggest engines from each one of these sites. And what's cool is like these sites are not very common inside of like research, keyword research software. So this is probably the only tool online that will actually have these sources, which is really cool. Because auto suggest engines, they come from users using those specific platforms. So let me just show you, like if you go to, like for example, like Redbubble. So let's just bring up our browser here and go to Redbubble here. I'll just search for it in Google. And if you start typing like mask, for example, and you type in an A, you'll see you'll get all these suggestions, and then B and C. You see these actual keywords are coming from Redbubble's engine, and not from Google or Bing or some other keyword kind of generator tool. So this is directly from Redbubble, and that's where these keywords are coming from. So if you type in, for example, like mask, then all you have to do is just select all the different sources. You can just select this button here if you want to get them all, and then you do your search range. So when I was on that site there, you'll see that I put the alphabet after. So I go the letter A, and the software will come and extract those keywords, and then it will append the letter B. Another way to do it is you can actually put a letter in the front like this, A, and then go B and C like so, and you'll get different keywords sometimes you don't. And right here in your search range, so this is A to Z, 0 to 9 after the seed keyword. So when you're on here, that means if you have mask, it's doing after A, B, C, all the way to Z, and then it goes through the numbers as well, 0, 1, 2, 3, like that. You can also do before the seed keyword, and you can also do before and after. So this does take a little bit longer. So for the purposes of this video, I'll just stick with that. It's a little bit quicker. And then all we do is you just select go, and we'll go out there and you can see the action down here. It's extracted from each site. Once it goes through each of these sources for the actual seed with the letter appended, it will show up in the list here. It does take a little bit of time here to go through everything. So I'll just pause the video. All right, you could see that it actually extracted 1,376 keywords. It might have even done more if we did before and after. That's quite a bit of keywords to work with. So you can see all these different keywords that can definitely represent a full niche market. And what I've done here is I've actually added this column here, date, so you can see that the last time you actually have extracted this data, because this data will change all the time. Remember, this is not coming from some sort of database on my server or any database anywhere. This is coming directly from those search engines in real time. So these keywords will change all the time on these different sources based on what people are searching on their engines. So this is awesome. You always get live, up-to-date data that's not outdated. It's been sitting in some database for several months. It's coming directly from these sites. So it's pretty awesome. And you can keep track of those dates by this column here. Another cool thing I put in here is you can come in here and you can see all these quick links. So you can get to like information real quick. It's like, okay, masks for men. I want to see this on Etsy right away. So boom, it takes you right here and you can take a look at all the different stuff. Of course, there's Google and Google Trends, AliExpress, Amazon, and eBay. Really good links to click as well. And what I find that's really awesome is sometimes you'll come across certain like keywords that you have no idea what they mean. For example, notorious RBG masks. I'm not sure what that is. I mean, notorious sounds like McGregor, the famous fighter. I don't know if that is. So you just go to Google and kind of see what it is and you'll get an idea. There's notorious. Let's see what that is. So it seems to be possibly something to do with politics. I'm not sure. Or maybe a judge. Is she a judge? Not sure. But this is why I put those there, so you can quickly go in and check out Google and see what it's about. You can see right here it's Ruth Bader Ginsburg. So I believe that she has something to do with politics or something like that. Anyhow, it gives you a quick way to easily get to those information. Plus you can do Google Trends. So you can see the trending, this topic trending on Google. It's not doing much right now. Obviously AliExpress. Amazon, eBay. So you get a real quick idea of what that niche is about. So that's why I put those links in there. Another thing you can do is you can actually, let's say you want to select a bunch of them, up to I believe 5, and you can right click and you can get Google Trends. Just click here and it'll open up all 5 of those at the same time. So you can see in your web browser, your default web browser, it'll show up. And you can quickly go through and see which ones are trending. Google's a little bit slow today. So this one seems to be the best. Mask chain. And you can also right click and search the web. And so we have all of these search engines, if you can see them. There's a whole bunch of them there. So if you actually have a bunch selected and say you select, I don't know, like handmade artists, it'll do all those 5 in handmade artists as well. That keyword actually didn't even show up and all there. Just remove some of these pages here. So we can go right click, maybe search Amazon. Just makes it real quick to get to where you want real quick. Let me show you a few other tools here, so let's just clear that out. You also have these niche generators down here, which are just awesome. These have some real gold nuggets in there, especially the Etsy trending searches. I mean, this one took a lot of work, and I truly had to create some secret code to get this to work. So it wasn't a lie when I said that in the sales video. It was hard. So let me just show you the magic. You click this, and you can see a lot of business going on in the background. That was my secret code, trying to get as many of these trending keywords as you possibly can. And it's always different. I mean, this changes almost on a daily basis. And this is given directly from Etsy. So these are truly trending topics happening right now. So it's just awesome data to have. So again, you can come in here and you can go and look at the trends and check out on Etsy and all that kind of stuff. Clear this out. And I also have Redbubble trending searches and Redbubble popular searches. It goes down here and it tells you the source. And then of course there's also Google trending searches. And what's neat is you can actually kind of use these Google trending searches and strategically try to combine them with sort of like the Etsy stuff and the Redbubble stuff and come up with new ideas. So like to do with voting, you can use voting and then combine that with the idea of a mask chain or something like that. So, you know, you can combine these all together to come up with some really cool stuff. Let's just get some more keywords here for a second and show you that you can do some other things in here that you can do pretty much throughout the software. I'll just really quickly show you. Things like getting all the checkboxes. You can select them one at a time, or you can select this little checkbox at the top and you get these. So you can select checks that are highlighted. Highlighted means anything highlighted. So this cell is highlighted right now, and if you hold down your control key, you can kind of highlight any cell. And so if you go like this and you go select highlighted rows, it'll select the row that has a highlighted cell in it, like so. Then these ones are pretty self-explanatory. Unselect all, select all, or unselect highlighted ones. So if these ones are selected, you can unselect the highlighted ones. So like that. And these options are also available to the right-click menu. So on right-click, you see checkboxes. They're also here. Now you have the copy option here. You can copy all the keywords to your clipboard or the selected ones. Selected is always when you select a checkbox. That's what selected means. So you can copy selected keywords, or you can copy all the rows to clipboard. So if you copy them all, it looks like this. So everything is copied like that with little bars in between. And you can also copy the highlighted items, things like that. You also have filters. So let's just get into filters real quickly. You just also have, you can auto fit columns and reset column widths. You can delete selected, unselected, highlighted, or remove duplicates, things like that. Let's go to the filters. So first there's the column filters. You can just click on it and just start typing, and it will filter as you type. Same with here. And you also have the custom filters. So if you hit the filters button down here, it'll bring up your custom filters. For the niche generator, there isn't much for custom filters, only a few columns here. There's the monthly searches and cost per click. I'll show that stuff in another video, but they're not there right now. So, I mean, if you want to do it this way, you go keyword, compare type, contains, you say gift, apply. You can also see, you can come here and let's say you type in a word. You could see it happen in real time in here as I'm typing. So that's pretty cool. You can also save your actual filter files to a file if you'd like, and you can just open them up later on just by clicking open. You can load your filter file, or you can right click and go filters, and you can load a filter file right here if you'd like. So a few different ways. And saving your data is really quick, or really easy. Just down the bottom there, hit file. You can save it to a project file, which would be a file specific only to this tool, the niche generator tool, and you can load only niche generator files in here. Then you can save to comma delimited file for your spreadsheets, like in Google Spreadsheets or Excel. A text file. You can save just the keywords to a comma delimited file, a comma separated value file. Also to a text. You can copy. I put the copy stuff here again. And these are handy. You always can open up the last working folder where you saved a file. So I always find that handy. I always forget where I save my data. So I always put this in all my software. And I also put open the install folder if you want to go to where the actual software is installed on your computer. So that's pretty much it for the niche generator. It is quite basic, but I'm telling you, the information you can get out of here is just gold. It is unbelievable. Some of the wicked niches that I found, especially with the Etsy trending searches, but you can definitely go way more beyond that and just use the seed keyword here and just start pounding through all these different sites and get keywords that you would never even thought of from sites like, you know, Google and Bing. They're restricted to just search engines. This is restricted to like crafting networks, e-commerce crafting networks These are very important keywords for your niche selection. And I mean, you don't have to be a crafter. You might be like an e-com seller or drop shipper that's selling in that particular crafting niche. This is, like I said, I keep saying these keywords are like gold. It's awesome stuff. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Next, what I want to do here is show you how to get the search volume statistics. So if you got all your keywords in here, what I did is I stuck in mask and I selected all of the different sources here. And I also selected the search range of before and after the seed keyword, and it came up with nearly 2,000 keywords. So it was quite a bit. So what I want to do is I want to get the search volume for this from Google. So what you want to do is you click this little search volume button here, or you can right click and select search volume, get search volume. So I'm just going to click search volume and this little window will show up. And so how this works is you actually get the search data from two sources. You can get it from the Google Ads, the Google Keyword Planner, or the story-based searchvolume.io. Now the searchvolume.io, they do offer a free service where they allow you to do up to 800 keywords per day. Otherwise, then you got to pay for their service. But the Google Keyword Planner is free, and I believe I've had my account for probably nearly 20 years. It's been a long time, so I don't know how it is to sign up for an account right now, but I realize that I believe in order to use their free keywords tool to get keyword volume, you need to have a Google account, which is free. You just need a Gmail and then sign up for a Google account. And then in order to get access to the keyword planner, I believe you need to put in your credit card and just set it up in your account, but you don't actually have to buy anything. You just have to have it set up in there. And then you got access to all that stuff. So that's what I believe how you do it. But let me just show you, once you got your account, how to get the search volume. It's pretty simple. First thing you want to do is you want to select your set of keywords. It's either 800 or 2500. With Google, they allow you to do up to 2500 at a time. So I'm going to select that one. And then story-based would only let you do 800 at a time. So that's where you'd select that one. So I'm going to select the 2500, and then what it does is automatically takes your groups, your keywords, and puts them into sets for you. Since there's 1970 in here, it just puts it into one set. So now once we click this copy button, what's nice, you got this extra feature here, open browser when clicking the copy button. So if I click this copy button, it will automatically take me right to Google, where I want to put in the, had to move that window, where I want to put in the search volume. It takes you right to the exact page. Of course, you got to be logged into your account in the background and have an actual Google Ads account. So we go in here and we click here to enter in our keywords, and all we have to do is right click and paste. Click get started. And what will happen is there'll be a bunch of keywords in here that are sort of too long, have errors or something like that. But don't worry about it. Just go down here and say remove keywords, remove these ones, and now get started. So now it will go through and it will grab all of the data, and you'll see this little arrow here at the top right hand. You want to click here, and then you want to go to plan historical metrics. You want to click the .csv right here. So once you click that, you will download to your computer. Now before I do that, I want to come back here, and you'll notice it says open working folder. If you click that, it'll automatically bring up the last working folder that you're working in while you're working with the software. And this is where I want to save those documents. So when you click that, it also actually copies the directory. So the directory is right here. Now in Windows, which is pretty cool, if you just click in here, you can see that it selects the whole thing, and you can actually right click and copy that directory if you'd like. That's another way to do it. Otherwise, you can just click this button. It's automatically now copied to the clipboard. So if I come here, if I just bring back up the web page, I got to get this out of the way. I have that window always over top. So now we come back here, and I'm going to go .csv, and it will say it's downloading. And once it downloads, I want to download it to where I want it to. And what you want to do is up here, I'm just going to select all this, and I'm going to right click and paste. And that is the directory where I want to save it. Click this little arrow, and then click Save. And now they're saved here. I'm using Google Chrome, and all you have to do now is back in the software, you can click that button again, and those files should be there. And here they are. I like to click Sort by Modified, so I know that it's actually this one here, but you can see the date, the one you did it. And all you have to do is just drag it right over to here. And there we go. Now we have all of that data in here. Now we can just sort, and we could see which ones get a lot of monthly sales, cost per click, competition. Now I do have to mention that you got to remember that these keywords are coming from these specific sources, so it doesn't actually indicate that this keyword was searched, 10 times inside of Etsy or any of those other ones. This is from Google, so you got to remember that. But it still gives you an idea of some sort of metric. So we know that this particular keyword's getting 6,500 searches per month, Masked Singer, which is quite expected given that's a very popular TV show. Masking tape, masky, things like that. So you can kind of see which ones have more search volume. So that's basically how you will import the search volume data in here. And you do the same thing with the other one. So I'm just going to clear this out. Oops, let's load the file back up. I'll just go here. And this is the other one. Actually, you know what I'm going to do just for example purposes? Let's clear that out and just click Etsy trending searches. And we're going to try and get the search volume for these ones using the other one, the story base, real quickly. So this should only take a second. There we go. Now click search volume, and I'm going to select story base in 800. Click copy, and I'll go right over to story base. And then all we have to do is come here, right click and paste, click submit. And we got all the monthly searches here. Now, unfortunately, with searchvolume.io, they don't give you the cost per click or the competition. They just give you the average search volume. So same idea, you just download it here. I'll just download it to the same folder. Click open, and it's this one here. Sort by modified, and then just bring it over to here. And now we have the monthly search volume here. So that's how we can do either one. So obviously we're getting the search volume IO gets their data from somewhere else than Google. So it's nice to use both, and you can use a combination of both of those to try to uncover some potential hot niches within your market. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. All right, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the niche analyzer within the Craft Niche Analyzer software. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get our keywords in here. So obviously you can insert any keyword you want in here to analyze across Etsy as well as these other additional sites. So let's go ahead and use the niche generator first. So what I did before I started this video, I just clicked the Etsy trending searches and got 68 of the trending searches, and I'm just going to right click and I'm going to send all the keywords to the niche generator. Of course, you can send selected ones. Selected is always indicates a checkbox. So if you did the checkbox on these 4 rows, that means these 4 rows are selected. So I'm just going to right click and send all keywords to the niche analyzer. So it just puts them in here. And now what we want to do is we want to select the number of pages per keyword. So let me just show you what is going on here. So let's just go to Etsy and let's put a keyword there. That's the keyword actually. So we go to keyword there. And so the idea is when you have a keyword like stocking holder Christmas right here, I want to know kind of like how many products are there on Etsy and all sorts of different kind of information. So I want to know how many products that are being analyzed, like how many results there are. There's 11,000 results here. How many have like how many good reviews? What's the average price? How many are bestsellers? All that kind of stuff. You can see these indicators here. Well, the software goes out and analyzes all of these products in behind the scenes, getting all of this data. So total products, reviews, all that kind of stuff. Let's go ahead and just click analyze. sorry, before I do click analyze, I was trying to get a point here. Sorry. You can see that we're on the first page of the result. So if you go to the next page, you can see here there's 4 pages. So page 1 and then page 2. Whoops, that's not what I meant. Oh, it's right here. Sorry. There's more than 2 pages. Or 4 pages, a lot. So go next page and you get more results. So the idea is, how many pages of results do you want to analyze? 1 or 2 or 3? So you can go up to 5. So I would recommend, try not to go too high because it takes a long time to go through all those products. But usually you're only interested in the first, maximum 5 pages of results from Etsy. So what we'll do is we'll just stick with 1 page for now, so this will work a little faster. And you can choose to include ads if you'd like, or just ads only. So what that means is you'll see on the results page, you'll always have a bunch of ads. So you see ad by Kindred Fires, ad by this particular company. If you scroll down and keep looking, if you look closely, you'll see that more ads show up in a whole line here. And you keep going, and then you'll see more ads. So there's a lot of ads that are stuffed in there. So if you don't want to, look at those ads or have those ads part of your niche data, which is fine, because you can just do ads only if you'd like to see kind of like what niches people are promoting. And that's also a very important metric, because then you could, it's obviously going to be a profitable niche if people are spending money to advertise in that niche. So let's just remove ads for now, and we just go ahead and click analyze. And this will go out one at a time, analyzing all those 50 products and getting some awesome data. So you can see it gets the total results. This says whether or not you selected ads. We said not to. There was 50 products found on the first page. These are the total reviews of all those products found, 50 products. These are how many people have those products in their basket right now, 45 people. In addition, you can see the total number of stores, unique stores that are selling those products. So that gives you another idea of the demand, like how many people are actually selling those products or products related to those keywords. The average number of reviews per product found, the average in baskets per product, the average reviews per product, or average ratings, average price, and the percent of bestsellers found. So out of those 50 products, 10% were bestsellers. Out of these 50 products, 42% were bestsellers. So this is just crazy awesome data that it's hard to get just by browsing through Etsy. In fact, you can't get it from here. You got to go to each individual product page and start copying stuff in here, like the price, and put it into an Excel file and figure out that data manually, which would take forever. Can you imagine doing that for just 68 keywords and getting all of that data manually? It would take a lifetime to do that. In fact, I have done it. It's really difficult when I was developing this software, or when I was doing niche research for some of my own products. I did that all the time. This makes it so much faster. So right now, I know it seems like it's taking a little bit of time, but just think of what's going on in behind the scenes. It's getting all of this data, calculating everything for you within, a few seconds per keyword. I mean, try doing that by hand. It'd take forever. So what I'm going to do here is just, how far do we got? I'll just pause the video and let it get through here. Well, there's one thing I want to show you here. If you go help and hit the built-in browser, this is where the data is being extracted from. There's actually a built-in web browser in here. If you go help, show built-in web browser, I just wanted to show you one in action there. Which one was it at the very end? It was the engagement ornament. It goes into the web browser and extracts the data, parts of the data, using this integrated web browser. So we can just close that. So now you can see you've got all this amazing data. Now you can actually expand this even further. Now all of this data you see here is just Etsy specific, right? Which by far is one of the top crafting e-commerce sites in the world. So this is just awesome data. And in fact, you can't really get this data from other crafting resources. That's why I stuck with mostly Etsy. This is just great indicators showing you just these awesome niches that are just popping up. And that's why I love using the Etsy trending searches, because they're just awesome. Anyhow, what you can do is you can go additional sites, and you select this. You've got these 10 additional sites that you can select. So if you select them all, click done, you'll notice the new columns show up here. So what this is telling you is basically how many products that for that given keyword are found. So stocking holder Christmas will be searched in the Amazon handmade section. This is a specific section on Amazon, so it's not searching the entire Amazon website. Same with eBay, it's the handcrafted section. And then Redbubble, Zazzle, and so forth. So if we go ahead and let's just select a couple there and go more data. So when you have the more data here, you can extract data for all rows, not extracted rows. Not extracted means when you see this stuff, not extracted, or selected or highlighted. Let's go selected, so it's going to go through here. It has to go through and extract one at a time, so it does take a little bit of time, but it goes in. It found 19 on Amazon handmade. eBay handcrafted section only had 8. Redbubble had 3 results. Zazzle had 473. So it is pretty self-explanatory, but now it gives you an idea across all of those different networks how popular that keyword is, that particular niche idea. You know, hot chocolate bomb, there's 791 results on Etsy. Then you can see like there's hardly any here in Redbubble. There's really not that much across all these. This could potentially be a really good niche to get into, a hot chocolate bomb of some sort. I know nothing about that niche, but this is showing some strong indicators that there's not much competition going on. But remember, this is a hot trending search from Etsy. That means people are searching that on Etsy right now. So that could be something to look into. And if you're into drop shipping, maybe there's stuff like this on Etsy. So you can right click this and you go search. Sorry, I didn't mean to say Etsy. I meant to see AliExpress. So if we go down here to AliExpress, we could see if it shows up in any results. So they've got a lot of different things here that shows how to make them, or tools to use to make them. Anyways, that could be something to look into, but I'm just saying that you've got all this extra data, and this was requested by a lot of customers in some of my other products and tools. They really want to know the results from other networks that would sell similar products. And I mean, I put as many as I could possibly find that would work with my software into this tool to really uncover and really open your eyes to these potential niches. I mean, without having split testing data on products and niches and things like that, like this is the next best way to really figure out if the niche is viable, whether or not you can succeed in it. So this is just some awesome data. And going through here, you can do all sorts of stuff. Like you can use all the column filters. So the ones with text, you just start typing. The ones with these, you can come in here and you can actually select what you want. I'll make another video here to show how to use these more properly, but you can see it's pretty self-explanatory. Once you've got this, you can go ahead and you can save your data to all sorts of stuff like your project file or comma delimited file or text file. You can save the keywords. And similar as with the niche generator, you can also get the search volume the same way as I shown you in the other video. I have another separate video that shows you how to get the search volume. It applies exactly the same way. So go ahead and watch that for this particular tool as well. You do have a few options here in this little list. You can right click and you can remove duplicates. You can clean the list, things like that. So a couple little things there. As I mentioned before, you could include ads or just have ads only. And so that's pretty much it for this particular tool. Very simple to use, but the data that it returns is pretty much priceless. It's awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Next, we're going to talk about column sorting, column filters, and custom filters. So once you have your data here, either in the niche analyzer or the niche generator, doesn't matter what grid you're in, you're going to see these little magnifying glasses on the top row. Those represent the column filters. And to sort a column, all you have to do is just click the top, anywhere in the top cell over here to the left-hand side of the image, and you'll see a little column sorting indicator showing which way it's ascending or descending. So that's descending and ascending. So you can sort any column you'd like. Now you do have the ability to do a multi-sort. So what that does, let's say we want to sort, I want to know all of the, so in basket had 0, but I want to know the total reviews for only the zeros. I want to sort this column against the 0. So what you want to do is you hold down the shift key on your keyboard and you left click the first column that you want to sort. Keep the shift key held down and go to the next one and click this one. And now we can see that within the zeros, this column is sorted. So if we come down, you'll see as soon as it gets to number 2, it sorts the number 2s and it sorts the number 3s. It just gives you basically another dimension to sorting. You can actually sort unlimited columns, but it doesn't quite make sense in this particular software. Usually only 2 at a time makes sense. So that's pretty cool. And let's look at the column filters. To the column filters, there's 2 types. There's a text column filter and a numbers column filter. So the column will automatically know. So if you click this one here, it will be a text filter. So all you have to do to filter out this particular column is just start typing what you'd like to filter. So I only want to see columns that contain the word gift. You know, as you type, it automatically filters it for you, and you'll see the green color show up here. So you know that that column is being filtered right now. To remove filters, you can simply just click here and just click the X to remove it. Another way to remove filters is down here to the bottom right, you'll see this button, Clear Filters. You hit that and it'll clear it out for you. Now for the columns that have numbers, you can just click on it and there'll be a bunch of preset values here. So I want to get all of the results that are more than 1,000. So you can do that. Or I want all the results less than 10,000. And you can clear the column filters like this. But say there's something here that you don't like, or that's not here that you want to see. I want to see, okay, something greater than 322. So all you have to do is just do the greater sign and then type 322 and click apply, and boom, you'll have your custom filter there. And you can remove that if you like. You can have multiple filters at the same time. So I want this one greater than 1,000, this one greater than 2,000, bestsellers greater than 5, and you can see it does it all for you. So that's the column filters sorting, as well as the multi-column sorting. Now, another thing you can do are custom filters. So if you click this filters button, you'll bring up the custom filters window here. So we can already see our filters we stuck in there by doing the quick filters on the columns. But one thing you can do is you can put manual filters in here as well. So say I want to do total stores of, I don't know, greater or less than, say, 30 or something like that. So let's go add, and in here we double click to bring up the columns, and I want to look at the total best sellers, and I want to say less than 30. Then we click apply. Not sure why I said bestsellers, but anyhow, bestsellers is way right here. Whoops. I meant to say total stores, not total bestsellers. Anyhow, let's do total stores too. Sorry about that. Total stores less than 30. Apply. But I want this greater than, say, 20. It brings me 1 for all those. But one thing you can do as well is, say you have your set filters that you love to use all the time. What you can do is you can save this filter file to the computer, like so. Now let's go ahead and remove all the filters. There's a couple ways you can do it. Clear filters down here, or you can actually go remove, and you can select remove all filters. Click yes, and we're good. So let's say we open up the software and we're doing our analysis and like, oh, I want to apply my filter really quick. All you need to do now is right click, filters, load filter file. click the filter file, and boom, it will automatically just apply the filters, and you can see them here when you click them, just like that. Of course, you can open up the filter file here and load it. So if you go clear, we can open up the filter file here. And then we can apply it. That's another way to do it. And that's basically how to use the column filters, as well as the multi-sorting and the custom filters. So in this short video, I'm just going to show you how to save data for yourself or for your clients if you're using the software to conduct research for clients. So all you have to do is basically at the very bottom here, you'll see the file button, and you can save to project files. Now the project files are specific only to the software. So if you're just using the software for yourself and you want to save data, after you conduct your research, just go ahead and save to project file and just save it to wherever and say this is cleared out. Then you want to load it back up, load project file, and it'll only recognize the project files that will be able to open up in this software. So that's sort of just for yourself. Now, if you want to save other data, you can save to comma delimited file. So go ahead and save that, or a text file, or you can save all the keywords to comma delimited file, or to a text file. And now you can go, and let's go take a look at that data. So in the file button, you'll also see open last working folder. If you click that, and we'll see where we just saved all that stuff. So I'll go modified here, and this was the keywords. Those are the keywords there. And we can see it in Microsoft Excel as well. We can also get access to all the data. And these are the reports you would send out to your customers. And if you have the search volume, you see that there, the monthly searches, CPC, and competition, if you have that in there as well, it will be into the report. If you don't see it here, you have to get it with using the search volume button, and you can refer to the other help video where I show you how to do that. Now with the niche analyzer, it's pretty much the exact same thing. You can go ahead and just save the data to a comma delimited file. And you can see it here. You got all this awesome data that you can use for yourself or provide to your customers. So everything's here. And again, if you got the monthly searches, CPC, and competition, it will be included in here as well. It's the same thing as the other tool. Just click the search volume and you can go ahead and grab it as I show in that other video. And so it's really that simple to save data, open data, and give these particular files to your customers so that they can conduct their own research. Or sorry, you're conducting research for them so that they can go and work in these possible niches. That's it for this short video. We'll see you in the next one.